with Charlotte Hawkins.
Good morning. It's 6 o'clock. We're with you all the way through until 9 with Susanna and Adil here from 6:30. First, pressure is piling on the Prime Minister as he continues to deny, saying he would rather let thousands die than impose a third lockdown. Boris Johnson will attempt to move on today as he holds a cabinet meeting in which he's expected to tell ministers to focus on fighting COVID, delivering vaccines and creating jobs as we head back to normality. Our correspondent Lorna, yet there are now reportedly these sources prepared to come forward who say that they did hear him say this.
Yeah, that's right, Charlotte.
Doctors in India are bracing themselves for 2 weeks of hell as they warn their country will become a disaster zone if COVID cases continue to rise at the current rate. Health officials are scrambling to expand critical care units and stock up on desperately needed supplies of oxygen. Now, we're warning that some viewers may find the images in Tom Barton's report upsetting. Well, our correspondent Sneha Poonia is getting to see just how bad the situation is at the moment and those cases continuing to rise. Now, coronavirus fines are muddled, discriminatory and unfair, according to a group of MPs and peers who've called for a review of all those issued under lockdown laws. The British government has called the further imprisonment of Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe by Iran inhumane and has vowed to redouble their efforts to secure her release. The British arranged... Well, I'll be speaking live to Nazanin's husband, Richard Radcliffe, before 6:30 this morning. An 18-year-old man's been arrested after students and staff at a college in West Sussex had to be evacuated following reports of gunshot fire. Lockdown easing and uncertainty over trips abroad are expected to bring exceptional numbers to the coast this year. That's according to the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. The charity is asking people to head to one of the more than 240 beaches patrolled by its lifeguards in the UK and the Channel Islands this summer. Our correspondent Nick Dixon is at more than the year before, and with international travel looking uncertain, it looks like it's going to be another busy one this summer, doesn't it? So sorry, we seem to have lost the sound connection with Nick Dixon. We'll hopefully re-establish that a bit later on. Let's see if we can take a look at the weather instead, and we'll see if we can work that out for you. Laura's live outside Television Centre. Good morning. Laura, thanks very much. Now, Good Morning Britain's here all the way through till 9. Adil and Susanna are here from 6:30. And all that's to come. First, let's get the news, travel and weather where you are. See you in just a moment. Hello again. Let's take a look at the front pages now. And the Prime Minister in a lot of papers this morning is the news about Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe. Her family had hoped that she'd be coming home to Britain, but instead they've received the heartbreaking news that she's been sentenced to another year in prison in Iran. Now, she's already served a 5-year sentence for alleged spying charges, which she denies. Her further imprisonment has been described by the Foreign Secretary as inhumane. Joining us 6, and Richard Arnold's here with today's entertainment news. Good morning. Beautiful.
A meteor. This award will be welcome.
Richard, thanks very much.
Charlotte.
Well, coming up next, Adil and Susanna will be here. In the meantime, let's find out what's happening with the weather. Laura has all the details. I've got Bailey, the rescue dog. Morning, Richard. And a very special award set up in memory of Helen McCrory you've got news of this morning, haven't you?
Yes, indeed. Huge loss to stage and screen, of course, and we lost her a couple of weeks ago. A far